So hey guys, and welcome to another short adventure game with me, Supernautus. And today I'm playing the Moon Sliver, a game by David Szymanski, as it says there. Click the title to begin, and it's intended to be completed in a single sitting. It's said to set aside an hour. I don't know if it'll take that long. Let's see what happens. See if we enjoy it. Hopefully we will. So W, A, S and D to move, space to jump, right mouse button, flashlight on and off, left mouse button to interact with things, and escape will bring up the menu. Isa was the oldest and if not the wisest, certainly the most learned. She remembered when Josiah still lived, and she would sit on this crate and listen to his stories. Those memories, like so many others, were bittersweet. Can I do anything with the fire? Ellie was a sullen and beautiful girl, the youngest of all of them, with a mind unfit for lofty thoughts. She'd once come in here to see if there was any old firewood, otherwise she stayed in her cluttered house, where it was warm and familiar. Chair, tools, apparently I can't do anything with. Abel loved Isa, and he loved Daniel and Ellie. When his mind wasn't turned toward their well-being, it was filled with thoughts of bleak hopelessness. Sometimes he would rifle through the barrel. The promise of undiscovered trinkets raised his spirits, if only temporarily. When night falls, enter the mountain. Okay. Daniel was a quiet man who spent his life lost in the books of old or lost in his own thoughts, etc. Let's open this door if we can. Yesterday 4 people lived on this island, now only 1 remains. This has to go into the mountain at night, so I guess we gotta go up there. Well, let's take a walk around and see what we can find in the buildings of this island. That door's locked. And the windows are all bricked up. Oh, what's this? A power outlet? Made of wood? Some sort of problem with that. I don't know what to make of it. I guess let's see what else is around. They reached the ruins and strolled leisurely through them toward the shoreline. Isaac could remember when the old buildings still stood there, filled with families. That's the mountain. Am I missing things because I'm just moving? I've got 2 buildings here. That one's openable. Ah. She sat down beside the flashlight. What about Ellie? Has Ellie mentioned anything to you? She said. She didn't take it either, he said. Nor did I, and nor did Abel. And yet it's gone. Isa kept a smile on her face, though she did not feel like smiling. Is that just how I charge my thing? Daniel, you're the last one I gave the key to. He stared at the control panels. He didn't meet her eyes. He never met anyone's eyes. I didn't take it, he said. Why would I take it? Fresh air from an unseen crack in the corner cut through the room's stuffy musk. So I don't know what these controls are for. The rusted junk cast shadows on the opposite wall. How do you know Abel didn't take it, he said. Because I trust him, she said. He's a dismal man, but he would never hurt any of us. Do you trust Ellie? I trust all of you, he said, because that's how we have to live. There's a crack in the wall. There's a quiet scurrying in the corner. In the corner, a mouse or a rat. Well, none of the corners seem to have mice or rats. Is that how I charge my flashlight, I wonder? Well, okay, so there's not much to see on this island anyway. I'm saying that she knows more than she's telling us, said Ellie. Knives, saws, wrench. Some books. What's your problem with Isa? Daniel said, putting his book down. He was annoyed at being interrupted here. It seems to be just about looking around, to be honest. My problem is that she's a liar, said Ellie angrily, fiddling with the knobs. She paced around. And that I have to keep explaining this to you over and over again. You don't know her like I know her. Exactly, you're not an impartial judge, he said. I'm saying she knows more than she's telling us, said Ellie. She keeps the chapel locked and she's the only one with a key. So you're saying she took it. I'm saying she knows more than she's telling us. I said when night falls to go to the mountain. The mountain's up there, right? There doesn't appear to be much else we can do right now. There's another little bunker type thing there. Oh. Mysterious liquid had drained from the tank and into the water long ago. It's an empty tank though, isn't it? There's nothing to be found there. This was a forest once. A damp tangle of trees and foliage, free to run wild and unkempt. I don't really see much for us to do here. I suppose maybe... Right, so obviously at night we're supposed to go in there. I don't think it's nighttime yet. I don't need my torch on either. So we're not going to go there till night. Oh, there's a hatch there. The night was wild and cold. Monstrous tracks leading from the hatch were brand new, but the wind erased them. Some kind of code to open that? I don't know what the code is. The night was wild and cold. Is this nighttime? Ah, there's some more buildings on this side. It's almost as if it's suggesting that I need to... Oh, do I need to head up there at night? Maybe. Candles everywhere here. There's an evil man on this island and I know him well. We played together as youths, we've cried together, we've eaten together, we've loved the same women, betrayed the same women. He's my constant companion and my worst enemy. He puppets my arms, legs and mouth to his own selfish ends and secretly hurts everyone I love as I watch, helpless, with their unshed, unfelt blood on my hands. Gifts my flesh with indescribable pleasures and blights my soul with unutterable despair. His name is Sin and we're irrevocably bound together. Abel read to escape, Daniel read to feed his lofty strange thoughts, Isa read to pass the time, but Ellie, she hadn't opened a book in years. How can I get that off the screen? There we go. What childlike emptiness I feel to find the most peaceful solace in fantasy, to find in masquerades a truth more vivid than reality. What sort of twisted villains were the ancient writers to taunt us with unreachable words more beautiful than our own? Who knows? Ah, there's a key there. He watched Ellie put her clothes back on, his eyes unfocused, not really seeing her. She didn't say anything, her lips were pursed. I'm supposed to meet Isa for a walk, she said. She didn't answer and left. There's too much going on the screen, I can't see what's going on. Let's get out of here. Is it night time yet? It's hard to tell. Got a fire going here. I remember when the moon still shined, when each night was bathed in warm silver and the shadows were mysterious and friendly, and the island was a place of joy. That was many years ago. Since it disappeared, this place has become cold and stark, plagued by an inexplicable sense of loss and despondency. Okay. Is that supposed to, like, tell us? She took the knife from the shelf. The blade was dull and rusty, but it was still pointed. She was not smiling. There's a key. Can't see what that key's for, mind you. I believe the word of Hector and the religious teachings that were passed on to me. Maybe the moon is still out there, hidden behind some cloud of darkness. Okay, so there's a key. There was a door that we saw further back that we couldn't get through because it was locked. A single point of light there, not much else. Somewhere to charge my light here? No. Abel often visited Daniel. He loved to talk, and Daniel loved to listen. Isa and I were out for a walk, said Abel. I thought I'd stop by before he got caught up in a book. He took down the dead flashlight and replaced it with a fully charged one. Listening to Abel talk and thinking unrelated thoughts, he preferred the sharp illumination of flashlights to the dimness of flame. Did he? At least this place has got a fire going. What were you and Abel doing at this house yesterday while I was climbing the mountain? He answered, casually flipping through the book on her table. It was covered in dust. Ellie was laying on the bed. Daniel came in. She scowled at him suspiciously. That's the same thing. What were you and Isa doing in the old power building? Okay, I would say that's night time. Let's go into the mountain. There we go. Yeah, my phone's charged. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. What's out here? Is there something going to kill me? Apparently that hatch holds something. Come back when night falls. As this isn't night then, no? That looked like nighttime to me. Okay, what was that building we couldn't open? Is it nighttime now? Can I go back? See if this will let me in. Come back when night falls. Alright, let's find that building that we couldn't get in. It was the one right at the bottom, wasn't it? It was before we got to the ruins. That was it. This is the building here, I think. Let's see if that key we found is for opening this door. If we're lucky. It was. It's a church of some kind. Daniel was still thinking about his talk with Abel the day before as he absent-mindedly picked the book up. Something caught his eye. Or rather, the lack of something. Well, it looks like I don't need any lights to look at this place. It's weird though, where did the light come from? The word of Hector, the moon sliver, was written by the pure spring rain upon pages of dried leaves and found by noble Hector. The moon spoke to Hector, saying, "Take this, the moon sliver, and make for it a place in the chapel of infinite light. For it's a holy document, man cannot read it, but its every letter is known to the demons of the night and greatly feared. Know that it will protect you even should my light cease to bathe the night in holy silver." Very nice. Again the moon came to Hector in a dream. The woodland teeth is vanquished. Your people are safe for now, but it still waits lurking in the depths. It fears the moon sliver, and it will not dare appear again while the holy document remains in your possession. Stared at the empty days for some time, struggling to comprehend this simple, shocking fact. Had someone moved it? Isa, perhaps? Who knows? The woodland teeth, the monster of the forest, was more ferocious than the other demons. It hated the people of Hector and desired to take the island away from them. So that's whatever's underground. It's dark now. Can I make it to the mountain without being killed? I can't even tell where I am. Somewhere this way is the entrance to that mountain. Well, here's the mountain. Now where's the door? There it is. Come back when night falls. It's pitch black. Has night not fallen then? Even though it's like really dark? Can't even see the hatch. It's there. Honestly, am I... This isn't night? Come back when night falls. Can't see. Like a millimetre in front of me. But it's not night time yet? I don't understand. I can charge up my torch. There we go. It's not going to last very long though. And I've done everything in all of those buildings as far as I'm aware. Come back when night falls. I wonder how you open this. Although if there's a monster down there, do we really want to? It keeps saying the night was wild and cold. But it also keeps saying that we can't go in here. Come back when night falls. Right, okay then. When? Let's check these houses out again. Maybe I missed something on one of them. Daniel sat with Ellie under the tree, his arm around her. I'm still not seeing any... Oh, there's another hatch. But again, that would never open, it's rusted shut. Okay. Take another quick look around here, see if we missed anything. Even though I don't think we did. Not in this one. Stared at the pile of wood, he hadn't burned it for months. Abel was silent. What about Ellie, he said. That's exciting, but what exactly am I supposed to be doing? It says it's not night time. Come on, that has to be night now. It's so dark. And there's nowhere we can go that way. Surely we have to be able to go now. Or is it only when that hatch opens? Come back when night falls. I don't understand. It's pitch black, but it's not night apparently. Keeps the chapel locked, she's the only one with the key. You're saying she took it. Well, I don't know, I went through that and there's nothing. Not a thing. around at all. Torch slash flashlight, if that's what you prefer to call it. Yeah, I already did this. Yeah, we did all that. Come on, is it night time now? Do I have to like keep going back and forward to find out? Yeah, because it's dark. But apparently night has not fallen. I wonder what the code is to open this. Anything in here? Like a... No. Try going back in here again. The lack of something caught his eye. Probably the lack of that book being there. O world or prison, dingy white or ghostly shadow grey, your whelming lies of false delight are dark and cold as moonless night and bleak as sunless day. I read that. Yeah, it's got constant light, but it doesn't actually... I read that. Ah. Hector descended, darkness, terrible whispering, infinite and deep. Did not know how long he wandered, promises of brutal torture and mutilation waiting. Begone, teeth of the forest, spoke the holy incantations, written upon, return to the surface. Does it say how... In the dark underground, attacked and dragged down to hell, then the moon came to Hector in a dream and said, Hector, the time has come, your great enemy has arrived. You'd all do well to tremble, for his power is great, and his depravity unspeakable. Go, take the moon sliver from its pedestal and do battle. And so he went to the Chapel of Infinite Light and retrieved the moon sliver and went into the tunnels. So how does he get into the tunnels? What was the code to do so? Should the moon sliver ever be destroyed? There's nothing. I can't see anything now, so surely that's it. I remember around the back of here there's a place I can charge this. Right, let's do it. Oh, you can walk in the water. Only so far though, surely. Right, if this isn't nighttime, I give up. Like, I really give up. The night was wild and cold, it says. Yeah, I'll believe it's the night when it lets me in here. Really? So night hasn't fallen then. I'm going to pretend that it's not pitch black. Is there something I'm not doing? Because if this isn't night, I don't know what is. There's buildings over there. I'm pretty sure I can't go into any of them though because they're underwater. Yeah, I can't go very far in the water. Those are the 4 buildings we went to before. There's nothing here. So how do we get into the mountain? I don't know how many times you actually need to do that, but I feel like doing that didn't really hurt anything. I don't think there's any reason for me to jump up there. Did I see something moving? It's night time, let me in! Come back when night falls, right? Well, I don't think there's anything we can do here, guys. There's a number of combinations that might work for this, but I have no idea what they are. I hate to say it, but I managed to open the door. With a lucky combination of button presses. I opened the door. Darkness never felt this meaningful before. This menacing before, actually, was what she said. I don't know where I'm going. Ellie? Probably shouldn't shout. Just thinking, you probably shouldn't shout. I don't like this place. I'm sure something's going to attack us. Like, almost certain. Charge our flashlight. So it's getting a little more tense. Because I can't really see what I'm doing. And I've not been keeping track of where I've been going at all, so there's someone's flashlight. Nothing there. This is a long tunnel. Let's turn the light off for a little bit. Even though it's like, makes it pitch black. And I know you can't really see me either. We're entering a bigger chamber. What? Stack of wood? There's nothing else here. Now all we got is me stuck in a dark tunnel. Although, you know, I would have missed everything that might have been visible when I was walking along without the light on. Take a right here. Okay. I don't even know which way we came in now. But I think we didn't go this way. That's a dead end. Don't recognise this table. She knew the tunnels well, but she was afraid. Nothing down here. from what I can tell. I don't know where we're going at all. For all I know, it's me that killed everyone. Right, the way this is going to end is either we find something, or we just stop. No, either we find something or we get killed. I think we came from that way. At the start. I could be wrong. It could also be this way. Two paths. Dead end. More of those switches. But nothing else of any interest. I feel like we've kind of traversed the entire area. It's a pity there's not a map. That was the way in. There's some buttons there. Nobody knows the code for this. I can't really guess it because it would take about 1,000,000 attempts. I'm getting out of here. I'll try to leave, something will get me, no doubt. Where's the ladder? There it is. Okay, we're going to go out of here, and if I still can't go into that cave or whatever it is, then that's it, I've had enough. And it says return to the mountains, so yeah. Issa couldn't remember the last time she'd been under the mountain. There was no reason to come here. But she'd looked everywhere else. She clutched the old knife in her right hand. Yesterday the moon sliver went missing. Today they were all dead. Someone shouting I'm here. But not someone who was nice. Night will fall in a few hours. We can't stay in the dark. It thrives in the dark. Well, I don't have any battery left on my torch, so... I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Must be that way. There's some kind of light down here. I believe the word effector. I keep missing all this stuff. She put the knife to her chest, point first. I don't know if my light's on or off at this moment. Looks very... oh. Head into the light. Or maybe we shouldn't go into the light, I don't know. Aha! A candle. Someone was there. Is that it? I can obviously do something with my thing, but... what's this? Morning dawned on the island, cold, bright and windy. The moon sliver. Does that mean it's done? It was, okay. Well, that was an interesting sort of game. Nothing really much happened, apart from finding out that some people had died or disappeared or whatever. And then we got to the end. And we never got chased by anything or anything like that. Well, okay, why not? Hope you enjoyed the Moon Sliver. If you did, please feel free to hit that like button. Maybe add a subscription too. That would be great. Goodbye for now.